In today's Roblox dig video, I found a few insane money making methods that you guys have to do right now. These insane methods can make up to millions every single hour. Before we start with money making method number 1, I just want you guys to consider liking the video, but without further ado, let's start into the first money making method where you guys can make millions. This one is actually primarily for AFKing, and there are a few abundances that you need to know and that you need to grind at. Starting over here with this polar bear abundance. This abundance is actually in Mount Cinder, and in my opinion, it is currently the best place to grind. Obviously, this shovel that you have is going to make a huge difference in the money you make, but with this prismatic shovel, I have the bulky enchant on it. With this prismatic shovel, I can actually get tons of things. I can get so much money, up to 100,000 every 30 minutes. There are also a few combinations that you do actually have to realize. I mean, if I were to equip a better charm, charm for this prismatic shovel, like for example, if I were to get the prismatic domino crown, which actually you have to complete the entire journal, so I'm not even close, but if I were to get the prismatic domino crown, it would be much easier to make money. The second money making method that I'm going to show you guys if you want to get millions per hour is just by farming bosses. Now I'm going to go to World 2, I'm going to buy the ferry ticket for $3,000, and I'm going to show you guys how insane these bosses are. Okay, so here we are in World 2 where the Basilisk boss is spawned. Now, obviously, if you want to do these boss spawns yourself, obviously you can call some friends over in your server. I'm by myself, so this is definitely going to be a pain to grind. But you do need these toxic horns if you actually do want to summon these bosses. So let's just put our toxic horn. You can see your calling was answered. You have spotted the Basilisk. So here we are at the Basilisk boss. Now the timer to get this boss is actually 30 minutes, so we don't have to worry, but there is tons of health. Every single time you do defeat this boss, you actually do get $8,000 if I'm not mistaken. So if someone is hosting tons of boss raids in a server with, obviously packed people, I mean, it's gonna be just insane. So you can see after every single boss that you kill, you get $8,000, and this is only for the Basilisk. I mean, if you kill the spider in the cave in the first island, you get 10,000. I mean, this boss fight is absolutely insane. I mean, if you do have a server with like 10 or 15 people at once grinding boss raids, you can get easily $500,000 every single hour. Also here, this is definitely not a money-making tip, but it's definitely something that you do want if you are an endgame player. If you are sick of just continuously buying all of these fortune bells and controlled gloves, if you want to get good charms, just go to the appraiser right here in the first world, and you want to buy a charm chisel. It does cost $25,000, but I mean, it's the best investment that you could possibly make. I mean, I want to show you guys how insane this is with the charm chisel. So if I want to buy some new charms, like let's say this tenacity brace, obviously I'm not going to chisel it because it's a really good, stats right now. But if I want to spend another $17,000 in buying a tenacity brace, obviously I could, but I would just rather enchant it for $1.2 thousand. It just saves you tons of money, and if you don't have it, you are truly missing out. Okay, now adding on to the second method, adding on to the boss method, if you do actually add a monarch totem in there, which gives plus 25 boss damage to players within the totem's range, this is just absolutely insane. If you do have a server full of people who are grinding the bosses, let's say the Basilisk in the, World 2 Copper Mesa, or in the World 1 right here in the cave if you're trying to grind the spider, does not really matter what boss. If you do have like a full server on the boss raids and you do place a monarch totem, you will get the boss instantly. I mean, this is absolutely broken. I mean, it would literally take like 1 minute to get the boss, like 80,000 HP gone in 1 minute, and then you make $8,000 to $10,000 depending what boss you kill. If you ask me, that's absolutely insane. You also get a lot of XP. You can see that I got plus 1,376 XP. Now I'm actually trying to finish, the Magma Boots quest for the Starfire Shovel. So this is definitely going to help me because as you can see, the last step in the way is to reach level 50. So if you also want some easy XP, I would also recommend to kill all these bosses. Now I actually want to get into a different topic. I want to get into the best money-making shovels in the game. Currently there are tons of shovels. I only have a few because I'm obviously not completed with the game. I don't have the Starfire shovel. I don't have every single shovel pretty much. But from my knowledge, I'm going to tell you guys the best money-making shovels that you guys have to equip with all of these charms to, improve your money gain every single hour or every single day. For beginners, you definitely want to use either one of these boss shovels, either the bell shovel, the candlelight shovel. I mean, every single shovel here is pretty good. The venomous shovel, if you do actually defeat the basilisk boss. You can also use the spore spade, which is really, really good, and the jam shovel. I mean, after the nerf, it's still, pretty usable with 12 luck, 6 haste, 4.5 control, and 4.5 strength. You have tons of options if you are a starter game, but I would recommend to use the spore spade because this thing is absolutely insane. I mean, it only costs 30,000 cash, so this is a really, really good investment. I'm pretty sure it's bought in the Rooftop Woodlands, like somewhere over here, maybe in the beginning of Rooftop Woodlands. It is bought somewhere there, though, and it's a really, really good investment because it also has a great ability. It has a 1% chance to spawn a luck totem when digging. Now, this is not your average luck totem, unfortunately. It's not going to be like the arcane totem that you buy for Robux that gives plus 15 luck to players. It's only going to give plus 6 luck to players for 1.5 minutes. So it's obviously nothing like the arcane totem that lasts for 30 minutes. It's only for 1.5 minutes, but it's still something really, really good. And I would recommend to buy the Spore Spade if you are early game. Now, if you are mid game, and what I mean by mid game is that you get like $100,000 every maybe 2 days or so. Like with a shovel, maybe the spore spade still, maybe the jam shovel. What I mean by that is mid game, or that's like what I'm referring to as mid game. If you are actually in that stage of the game, you want to purchase this frigid shovel. This is going to be the best investment that you will ever make until you officially get the prismatic shovel in endgame. This is absolutely insane. It has a great passive. There is a 30% chance to make items frigid, and every single time that an item is actually frigid, it sells for 1.8 times of its original price. I mean, you can see on this shovel tier list that the frigid shovel is up there with the best shovels in the game. With the prismatic shovel, with the glinted shovel, the starfire shovel, it's up there with the best shovels in the entire game, and it's only for $75,000. It is actually bought in the cave all the way in Mount Cinder. There is like a cave hollow where you actually go in and buy it at the very end. And finally, we have the endgame shovels. These shovels are pretty much like the prismatic shovels. You should probably also, enchant your shovels. Right now, my shovel is actually bulky, which gives me plus 15% control. It's really, really good, but the prismatic shovel is a great thing because it does also give you a iridescent, modifier. It sells for 3.5 times. You can see that this is absolutely insane. I mean, instead of frigid modifier, it actually gives you an iridescent modifier, which sells for 3.5 times. I mean, with my prismatic shovel, I would also recommend to grind in the polar bear abundance in Mount Cinder. With all of that grinding and with all of my boss fights, I will easily get about $1 million every single few hours in Roblox Dig. There are also tons of alternatives if you do not want the prismatic shovel. You can definitely get the starfire shovel, which is currently the best shovel, the most expensive shovel in the game. I mean, you do need to complete this magma boost quest, and then you do actually need to fight the boss in the volcano. So it's a really, really hard shovel. It's the best shovel. If you have it, congratulations to you. You've pretty much beat the entire game. But pretty much those are all of the money making methods that I have to suggest to you guys. You definitely want to fight all of the bosses that you can. I mean, you maybe want to group up in like a Discord server, the official Dig Discord server, which actually hosts private servers if I'm not mistaken. You can fight the boss or the basilisk boss in World 2. You can fight the spider bosses in the cave. They give you tons of money every single run, and if you have a server full of like 20-25 people, even 10 people that are going to grind the bosses, it's absolutely insane. And don't even get me started if you're placing a totem. But that is pretty much the end of this Roblox Dig video. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want some more of Dig. Peace.